Hello everybody, I'm George Conley from Scratch Golf Tips, and today I'm going to be answering the question of how Tiger Woods went on to win the 2019 Masters. Now, a lot of people, saw the headlines, saw the celebration after, but I'd like to pick it apart, show all of his rounds, see how everything unfolded, because this is truly one of the greatest comebacks in sports history. So I feel like it's worthy of a little bit of analysis. And we're going to go through it today. If you haven't already subscribed to the Scratch Golf Tips YouTube channel, feel free to do so. Right now we're posting a couple times a week. If you're looking to improve and learn a little bit more about golf, this is the place to do it. Let's get right into the video. So let's start off by looking at Tiger's history at Augusta. Obviously, the course you play on, if you play well at that course, you're much more likely to win. Although Tiger is not as young as some of the stars of the game, he still has quite a history at Augusta. Obviously, entering the 2019 Masters, he had 4 wins in 97, 01, 02, and 05. A lot of people see those 4 wins, but outside of that, he has 13 top 10 finishes in all of his starts. He has many second place finishes and third place finishes. There was a great streak he had, the 7-year streak between 05 and 2011. His worst finish in those 7 years was tied for 6th, which is incredible. That's an incredible run, and it's important to note he only missed 1 cut, and that was in 96, and it was his first time ever playing the course, and he bounced off of that cut quite nicely, obviously, by winning the tournament in 97. Now, entering the Masters, Tiger went on a pretty nice streak of golf that some people also overlook. He won the Tour Championship to end the 2018 season. He won at East Lake. But the beginning of his 2019 season, although he didn't win, he had some solid performances. At the Farmers Insurance, he placed top 20th, or tied for 20th. Genesis Open, tied for 15th. At the World Golf Championship Mexico tournament, he came in the top 10 as he tied for a 10th place finish. The Players was tied for 30th, and obviously the tournament that he played before the Masters, he did not play the Valero Texas Open, but the week before that he played the Dell Match Play, which he came in 5th. So there was strong golf for Tiger just heading into Augusta. He had a little bit of momentum. He knew that he could win. That win at East Lake in the Tour Championship definitely gave him that confidence. In round 1, Tiger came out. The front 9 was fairly uneventful for him. He made a birdie on 2 and 9, but he bogeyed the par 4 5th. He came out in 35 for 1 under. And then he had a pretty solid beginning to this back 9 for his first round. He birdied 13 and 14, in which he was 3 under for the round. Pars 15, 16, and then he bogeys 17 and finishes with a par on 18 for a first round 72 under. For Tiger's never been one to come out with a 7 under right out of the gate. And we saw a couple of people come out with a couple of 67s, I believe, and Tiger's, he's always on the prowl. He kind of creeps up into the back 9 on Sunday. So this first round, it kept him in position. He wasn't out of it. I think he was pretty solid with a 70 number. He just knew that he had some work to do over the next 3 rounds. But I definitely think there was no panic in Tiger's mind after that. Looking into the second round, this is where Tiger really put himself in a great position. He had a huge birdie on 4, that par 3. And then he gave one back on 5 once again, and he found himself back at even. And then 6, 7, 8, and 9, he made 2 birdies, but he did have a very bad bogey on the par 5 8th hole. And once again, he came out in 35. But I think the tournament really became his, and he gained a lot of confidence on this back 9 in round 2. A birdie on 11. Then he went back-to-back birdies on 14 and 15. So that's 3 under through just 6 holes. And then he pars 16, 17, and 18, which is easier said than done at Augusta National. And he finishes in with a great back 9, 33, finishes at 68. So that's a 4 under round to complement his 2 under round from yesterday, or from round 1. And that's 6 under through the first 2 rounds. He's right in the hunt. He gave back 2 strokes on that front 9, but from hole 9 to 18, he went 4 under, 4 birdies, no bogeys. So he's definitely in control of his game. I'm guessing a lot of you watched this. He was shaping his shots beautifully. He had great distance control around the greens. He had excellent feel. So round 3 was where he could really make a move, or knowing Tiger, he'd just have a pretty average round, and by average I still mean under par, and then really just get in the hunt and wear that Sunday red and play as dominantly as he can. Now looking into round 3, Tiger still sporting the mock turtleneck. It was a bit of a bumpy start. He was 1 over through the first 5 holes, and then everything changed. He birdies 6, he birdies 7, and he birdies 8 to finish with a front 9 34. Now this 34 is big because Tiger's front 9s in the last 2 rounds were both 35, and they included a couple of bogeys there. He only bogeyed 5, but the momentum he must have felt coming off of 3 straight birdies at 6, 7, and 8, and to have that 34 must have been great. And then he carried it into another very good back 9. He went bogey-free, birdies 13, 15, and 16. 16 is a great hole to, I believe that pin location, he actually stuck it pretty close. So finishes with a 33 on the back 9 and just a huge 67. This vaults him into the lead, and he's obviously pretty content with another low performance there, that 5 under par performance. And all he needs is to be in some kind of good position for the final round and to wear that Sunday red, and that he was. Now round 4, he came out with a birdie on 3, par 1 and 2, and then he made a couple of mistakes, a couple bogeys on 4 and 5. So at this point, there's a bunch of people in the mix. You got Molinari, Koepka, some of the guys earlier on in the rounds, Cantley, Schauffele, they're in the mix. Tiger comes out, he birdies 7 and 8 just like he did yesterday or in round 3, and then he finishes with a fine 1 under 35 for the front 9. Comes out and he bogeys 10, so now he's still 11 under on the tournament, even for the day. And then comes hole 12, the par 3. This is where the tournament, this is just classic Tiger here. He parred it, but he gained strokes on a lot of the competition. We saw Molinari, he dunked it in the water. Koepka, a few groups ahead, he dunked it in the water. Then Tiger goes out and he birdies 13. So through that beginning of that front 9, he's playing even par. He had 1 bogey, 1 birdie, but he gained a ton of strokes on his competition because a lot of people are falling apart. They didn't have this experience that Tiger had, the course knowledge. They didn't have any of this stuff. Tiger pars 14, birdies 15, and then he birdies 16. Comes up to 17. Koepka's finishing up on 18. He has a putt for, I believe, a birdie that he misses, and he pars 18. So Tiger pars 17, and all he needs is a bogey to win the tournament on hole 18. Flares his drive out to the right, then he kind of hits a layup iron into the right side of the 18th green, chips up, doesn't get up and down, but he doesn't need to. He shoots his 5, finishes with a back 9 35. And he just fought through it, and he won the 2019 Masters Tournament. So now let's look at how he outlasted opponents and what qualities he has that allowed him to do so. The back 9 at the Masters was classic Augusta. There were a ton of people in the mix, and these just aren't some rookies and some early players who had a good week. You have Brooks Koepka, a multiple-time major winner, one of the most fierce competitors in golf right now. Xander Schauffele, who's come in top 5 at majors many times. He's a proven winner on tour, won, I believe, 4 times now. Patrick Cantley shot a very low round, went very low in this back 9, but Tiger didn't let any of that bother him. He continued to play his game. I think that's the key that Tiger has over everyone. He's so in tune with the way that he plays that it allows him to let other people play their game, other people to make mistakes, while Tiger just stays in the mix. He's not making crazy mistakes. Throughout the 4 rounds at Augusta, you saw he didn't make any double bogeys. And while a lot of tour players weren't making double bogeys, even guys like Francesco Molinari, one of the most consistent players, hits a ton of fairways, he made some double bogeys. These players are putting themselves out of it while Tiger is just continuing to peck away at it. Looking at, Tiger's traits that he has, I think first and foremost is the course knowledge. He's played this course so many times, and he knows how to win at this course. A lot of players have played it. They can have their yardage books, but they haven't been in the same positions Tiger has. In his press conference before, Tiger said he has a library in his head of all the greens at Augusta. He's hit almost every putt there is on this course. So that superior course knowledge definitely helped catapult him into a victory. Above that, Tiger has his classic laser focus, the way that he just focuses on his game. The back nine, he's a totally different player. It's Sunday Tiger, and that laser focus definitely helped propel him. Proper handling of pressure. I don't think Tiger was too nervous on that back nine. He doesn't show it, definitely, but he's won many majors before, and outside of those many majors, he's won 80 tournaments. He knows how to handle the pressure, and above all, Tiger just knows how to win. He's done it at Augusta. He's done it all over the place. He's done it at the Open, the US Open, PGA. He's done it all, and he's done it all very well. So I think the combination of that, the way that he played his game throughout all 4 rounds, the way that he didn't let the pressure of some great players being behind him get to him, that is how Tiger Woods won the 2019 Masters. Thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you learned something, and I hope that this can help you, admire the way that Tiger has come back once again. On the left side of your screen, you should see a button to subscribe to the Scratch Golf Tips YouTube channel, and on the right side, you should see a video that YouTube recommends for you. I'd appreciate it if you subscribed and watched that video. Appreciate you watching the video. Play well and take care.